What's up YouTube? In today's video I'm going to show you how to reduce buffering and how to do the most up-to-date maintenance process. Okay, and what I'm doing with this video is I'm going to combine some of the previous steps that we did in the previous maintenance process, but I'm going to add some tweaks to it that will help you get the most out of your device. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to reset your entire network. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to unplug your modem and router and all your streaming devices for at least 2 minutes. But first, we're going to start by unplugging your modem and router first. And like I said, we want to do this for at least 2 minutes. And then you're going to unplug all your streaming devices. Now, you don't have to worry about unplugging your printers or your smart thermostat or anything like that. We're just focused on our streaming devices at this moment. And what this is going to allow us to do is refresh the connection to your ISP. So once the 2 minutes has passed, what you're going to do is, if you have two separate units, like if you have a modem and a router, but some people have a modem and a router combo, but if you have a modem and router, you're going to plug in your modem first and let that run for at least 1 minute alone by itself and let it cycle through its process. Then we are going to plug in your router and let it cycle through its process for about 1 minute as well. And now we will plug in our streaming devices and allow them to establish fresh connections to your network. I know it seems very basic, guys, but you'd be surprised on how many people are actually doing this. Okay, now let's move on to step 2. Okay, now we're here on the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll over to settings, and then we're going to go ahead and select notifications and select the menu button on your remote, select settings, and then what we're going to do is turn on do not interrupt. This will prevent any apps from hogging up any of your Wi-Fi bandwidth or the cores of your processor. Once again, I know this seems like a very small thing, but when we add up all these little small things, it can have a huge impact on the performance of the CPU, the GPU, and your Wi-Fi. So now let's press the back button here. And now we're going to scroll over to applications, select the App Store. And now we're going to go ahead and turn automatic updates off. And we're going to turn off in-app purchases off. Now, if you use this, it'll turn back on, but for now, we're going to turn them off. And we're going to turn off notifications as well here. Hit the back button. Now we're going to go ahead and select Amazon Photos. And we're also going to turn off allow guest connections. And we're also going to disable the access Amazon Photos. Click disable, disable. Okay, and now select Game Circle. And we're going to turn this off. Turn off Whisper Sync for games as well. Turn it off. Okay, hit the back button, back button. Okay, now let's scroll over to preferences and select privacy settings. Select device usage data. And what we're doing here, guys, is just to explain to you real quick. What we're doing here is we're disabling all the app notifications and data collection that will continue running in the background and will put a strain on the available resources that you have for streaming. So let's go ahead and select device usage data to turn it off. Select turn off. Select collect app usage data, turn it off. And we're going to turn off internet-based ads. Turn it off as well. Now what we're going to do is press the back button, press it again, and press the home button. Okay, so step 3, what we're going to do is we're going to turn off all the apps that are running in the background, and we're also going to start clearing the cache on all the apps that are being used the most. And to do this, we're going to use an app called Background Apps and Process List. And to get this app, all you need to do is go over here into the Amazon App Store, type it in background app, background processes. Go ahead and select it there. Wait, no, here it is, apps and process list. Select down, go ahead and select it. And I already have it downloaded, but so you can go ahead and start downloading it from here. But once you select it and you get this pop up here, what that means is you need to add a credit card on file or some type of gift card. You can also add a credit card or a debit card as well, and just remove it right away, and then it will prevent this pop up from ever popping up again. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the back button, press the home button, take us back to the Amazon home screen. And now we're gonna start turning off some of the apps that are running in the background. So once you launch the app, let's go ahead and launch it. And as you can see, we have a few apps open in here. And all you're gonna do is you can come in here and select each app individually, or you can just select close all apps. And what it will do is once you select it, it'll then open up each app on its own. And then what you're gonna do is, this is how you turn the apps off completely, is you're going to select force stop, but then we're also going to clear the cache. Now I do want to say there are a few instances where we do want to clear the data, and a few examples that come off the top of my head is, like for instance, if you're trying to install a new build on Kodi and you want to completely erase the old build, you'll just come in here and clear the data and clear the cache, and that will completely wipe the build from that version of Kodi. But you would also use this very frequently when you're using IPTV services like Nitro TV, when you need to relog in. This is how we reset any app. So if you ever message me and I say reset the app, what you're going to do is come in here and force stop it and clear the cache. And what this will do is allow you to open the app as if you are just doing it for the first time. So then you would just launch the app and then it would open as it usually does. Okay, and the last step here, what we're going to do is I want to show you how to remove any leftover installer packages from some of the updates that you do within some of the apps. You could think about this process as similar as to what takes place with your computer. When there's a newer version of an app, you will sometimes just get the installer packages instantly downloaded to your download folder, and then you would run the installer file to update that app that you are already using. But what happens is these installer files will just lay around. These installer files will just remain there and take up valuable hard drive space or storage space for the Fire TV Stick 4K. And when you start taking up too much of the storage space, your device will start to suffer in its performance. So what we're going to do is go ahead and launch the ES File Explorer app. And you know, 1 second, let's go ahead and back up a step and press the home button. And once again, to get this app, you're just going to come inside the Amazon App Store and start typing in ES. There it is there. You know, you just select it, you download it. You guys know how to do that part. So we're going to go ahead and press the home button. I'm going to go ahead and open the ES File Explorer. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select local. Scroll down to download, and now you're gonna see a bunch of files inside this folder. I've walked people through this process before, and I have seen this whole folder completely full of these files, and they have never thought to delete them. And this is very important, guys. Like I said, we're working on the same concept for optimizing a computer or even a mobile phone. It's the same thing for the Fire TV Stick 4K or Android box or Apple TV. This is just the nature of how these devices work. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select one, do what we call a long hold on this file here. Oh wait, go ahead and press the back button. I don't want to delete that folder. So what I'm going to do is do a long hold on this app here, and now it's going to give me an option to go ahead and select all the apps that I want to delete. So I'm going to select this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right, now we're going to scroll down to the bottom here. Just take your time. This navigation thing is a little off inside ES File Explorer. So we're going to scroll over to delete. And this is critical, guys, so you won't have to do this twice. You want to select do not move. So you uncheck move to recycle bin. We wanted to just delete these files. Select OK. And now what we're going to do is check other folders that could contain some of these files. So we're going to go ahead and select the file linked folder. Okay, there's nothing there. We're going to press the back button. Okay, and sometimes I notice that people will also have movies that they've downloaded. Okay, let me stop right here just to let you guys know. If you're going to download movies, you must use a VPN, because that is the only way to safely download movies for personal consumption. And you can only do that privately by using a VPN. So we're going to go ahead and open that one. We don't see anything. Okay, so I think there's one more place to check, and it's the downloader folder. Let's see where it's at. Okay, and we don't have anything there as well. And that does it for this step, guys. Let's go ahead and press the home button to take us back to the Amazon home screen. And that's how you optimize your device and use the background apps and process list app to do all the maintenance on, and to make sure that none of the apps are continually running in the background, draining your Wi-Fi, draining the cores on your processor, and getting rid of any unnecessary files that your device doesn't need. This video was a little bit long, but I thought it could help you guys keep your devices running at maximum levels. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with all your friends, family, co-workers who have Fire TV sticks and Android boxes as well, because you can pretty much do this same process in any Android box. And this is just the nature of using these devices moving forward, guys. You have to do some of these tips and tricks to keep your device running for the long haul. That does it for this video. If you think I missed something, let me know in the comments below. I will also include links in the description of some of our other videos. I'll be back here in a few days with a new video about some of the questions that I get the most. Thank you for watching. Till next time.